Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports at another after this final game of the regular season. For some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
And for a few games now, we've talked about how determined MP is to be their driving force offensively.
And looking at MP's numbers, he's absolutely delivered on his promise. This guy is just an elite scorer, one of the very best out there. He uses his skill and smarts to get buckets. And you can see how he frustrates defenses. They try different coverages to stop MP, and they still can't do it.
A look at the 76ers starting group. We've got OG Anunoby. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Maxey, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard position.
In attack mode, Jones going right to the hoop.
And the 76ers with possession. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Oubre. 4-3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Here's Embiid. And another miss by Philadelphia.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses. I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Anunoby. Oubre, a screen on Ingram. Anunoby for 3. Knocks down the long J.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
For 3. On target from range. Jay's got 10 points. Grant, how about the meteoric rise of MP? He's reached 10,000 points.
Yeah, I mean, getting there faster than none other than LeBron James. I mean, remember LeBron broke Kareem's career points record. So I'd say MP is on a great pace.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Now here's Maxey. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. Embiid. Jones grabs the board.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And that one's good. Jay.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Here's McCain. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. To end the run. Rebounded by Ingram. New Orleans leading by 15. Here's Jay. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Season coming to an end. Here are the new power rankings. Taking a look at the Clippers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for New Orleans, they've fulfilled expectations plus some. They're flying high down the stretch, looking nearly invincible.
Now here's Oubre. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Out to the right wing. Here's Jay. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one. 76ers trail by 21. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
To the inside. Here's Maxey. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
And it's Murray with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Yeah, sometimes you're taught a lesson. They lost the momentum, but once the comeback started, they had no answer. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
Now here's Jones. He's averaging almost 5 points a game.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Maxey. And he slams it in one-handed.
Such an explosive athlete. Maxey saw his chance and took it right to the rim.
Jay, the pass to Jones. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3. Jay's got 29. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys. Well, that was clearly a foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. New Orleans leading by 22. Inside, here's Ingram. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Embiid, a screen on Murray. Fires from deep. McCain shot is off. Here's Jay. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Pass to Hartenstein. Embiid with a nice defensive effort. Ingram against Anunoby. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Murray.
Anunoby with great size at his position. He's a wing that is not afraid of getting hit inside.
That free throw's good from Anunoby. And we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range, and he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Murray. And that one's good. Jay.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
For 3, Maxey. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Counted from distance. Jay's got 35.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's McCain. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Jay. Give him 35. Fires for three. Rebound by Philadelphia. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Pass to Maxey. Pulls it from 20. The rebound by Jay.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Beyond the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And here is Maxey. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. 5 on the clock. Well, he's now 2 for 7 after that bucket.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Here's Jay. He's got 38. The three ball. And again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Left side Maxey. This one for three. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now.
No question who's in control of the board so far. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's McCain. Outside Oubre. Anunoby a screen on Jones. And here's Oubre from the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Jay. Anunoby covering. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Nails it from 3. Jay's got 47 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to McCain. Embiid with it. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Maxey. And no good. The dry spell continues. Hartenstein against Embiid. Here's Jay. And yes! Another basket!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Good! That's another bucket!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's McCain. Embiid a screen on McCollum. To the paint. And Embiid throws it down.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Here's Jay. Launches it. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting. And tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Maxey surveys. Pass to McCain. And here's Anunoby. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Shoots from the right block. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's New Orleans, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back with you shortly. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of bat.
Full gas, MP. Get in there.
And the 76ers looking at who they've got. We've got Kelly Oubre, also OG Anunoby out there. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 2. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Thunder was outstanding. He had 46 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. Puts the move on. Rejected.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Here's Jay. Another one goes. Incredible.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Maxey with a screen on Ingram. And here's Oubre from the arc. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
Here's Jay. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Embiid a screen on Murray. McCain's shot is off.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Anunoby. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jay. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 assists now tonight.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
For 3, Maxey. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Hartenstein's got rebound number 11. From outside the arc, he drops it from range.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Oubre on the wing. Looking to win the run. And it's Maxey missing.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Here's Jay. Oh, connects again.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Here's McCain, defended by Murray. Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid. Oh, he's finally able to knock one down. Embiid's got 8.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
Here's Jay. No good on the triple. And the 76ers shooting just around 39% in the second quarter. And it's Maxey missing.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there. He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Maxey passes to Anunoby to the wing, right side. Here's McCain. 9 points in the game. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Oubre's gotten his third basket of the night.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Here's Jay. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Outside Oubre. McCollum against Anunoby. Screen by Embiid. 5 to shoot. Anunoby can't get it to go. Well, the Pelicans shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Here's Jay. Yeah, another bucket. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Here's McCain, defended by Murray. Here's McCain. Pass to Maxey. There's the triple. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Still hasn't gotten on the board this quarter. He may be pressing a little, trying to get them out of this hole.
Here's Jay. He got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back to the game after this break.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions. That's impressive.
Yeah, if your front office selected any one of these guys, you can say you won the draft.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Pelicans.
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of approval. They've been the schoolyard bullies today.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Herb Jones out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Murray. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Jay in at the 2. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's McCain. Embiid, a screen on Murray. Puts it up from 12. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Drains the triple.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Embiid, a screen on Murray. Here's McCain into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCain's got 11 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And stolen by Murray. And here they come. Goes back up. No problem from Hartenstein as he finishes at the rim.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
From deep. And it's Jay missing. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Embiid. to Anunoby. And here is Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 10.
And with his height and his touch, he can be deadly from mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Screen by Embiid. Here's McCain. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here are the Pelicans now. They're on a 17-4 run. Lets the three fly. And it's Jay missing. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey, set of Embiid. Since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. There's the three. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's McCain, defended by Murray, and he makes it. McCain's got 16 points.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And again for three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Here's McCain. Now here's Embiid. He's got 10. Pass to McCain. Embiid, a screen on Murray. Here's McCain. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Jay. And again!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's McCain. He's got 16. Driving inside. Great D that time from Murray. Pass to Jay. Takes the three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Will it go? A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 9 points now in the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Jay. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Pass to Embiid. Oubre on the wing. Here's McCain, defended by Murray. Embiid, a screen on Murray. McCain's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Ingram, the pass to Jones. Here's Jay. Again! What an avalanche!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Oubre. Fires the three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Ingram's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Brandon Ingram was the key piece. And it's good! He hits another one!
That score moving him clear into 3rd all time time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished. Here's McCain. He's got 18. Takes it inside, and he banks in the layup. McCain's got 11 in the second half.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's Jay. Three-pointer, no good. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Pass to Maxey. Here's McCain. Embiid with it. 10 points for him. Off target with a jump hook. Here's Jay. Fires the three. Good! Another from three.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Three-pointer Embiid knocks down the triple. Embiid's got 13.
The big man with the big response. Embiid matching the triple.
Jay connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. Embiid misses.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Good! Another from three.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. Here's McCain, defended by Murray. McCain shot is off. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Here's Jay. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Pass to McCain. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by New Orleans. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. He buries it from three.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And here is Maxey. He has 6. With the fadeaway. Embiid misses. Hardenstein passes to Jay. Shoots over Embiid. And good! There's another!
And incredible! Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
Man, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the 2nd most points in an NBA game. What an historic night. Oubre against Jones. Screen by Embiid. Here's Maxey. Drives to the hoop, and the shot goes. Maxey's got 8.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
Here's Jay. Offline with a 3. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Oubre. Here's McCain, defended by Murray. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 13 points in this quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game.
Another bucket! Wow!
Well, folks, he's now bested his own single-game record for points in a game with this simply incredible offensive explosion we watched unfold. Congrats to him for now holding down 2 of the top 3 spots all time.
And we get paid to sit here and watch this excellence. What a special experience indeed. The emotion, the effort, the intensity throughout this game has been remarkable to witness. And everyone in this building recognizes the brilliant piece of basketball history that we've been lucky enough to watch. rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's a 4-second difference. And got it! Another basket!
What a moment. It's one for the history books. Again, he has set the record for the most points ever in a single game.
Unparalleled scoring capability. We've seen it time and time again. There's really nothing he can't do on a basketball court when he sets his mind to it. Outside Maxey. Pass to McCain. Over Murray. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. A big difference in shooting percentage. Welcome back. We're still wrapping our heads around the history we just... Sixers making a switch here. New Orleans calls timeout. Here's Jay. And another one! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Taking a look at Philadelphia. We've got Luke Kennard and it's Yabusele in at the 4. Over to the wing to stop the drought. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Jay. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Grimes, the pass to Kennard. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Jay from behind the arc. And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Here's McCain. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats.
Good! Another from 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. And, yep, it's good. Kennard's got his first points of the game.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
Here's Jay. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Pass to Grimes. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like when Grimes looks to score because it makes the defense overcommit like that at times.
Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Kennard. And he can't hit the second. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside Maxey. To the left wing. Here's McCain. That 3's off the mark.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Jay. That one's wide left. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting only 31% in the game. Outside Oubre. And it's Hawkins with a rebound. The Pelicans have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Well, passing not the main focus for Hawkins, but when someone gets this open, he'll move the ball.
Outside Maxey. The 3 is up. Palmer pulls it in.
and you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Jay. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Here's McCain. Embiid, a screen on McCollum to halt the run. Another shot. And the finish by Embiid as he lays it in.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Out to the right wing. Here's Jay. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Outside Maxey. Pass to McCain. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Second shot opportunity. They shoot again. And he takes it up and lays it in. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The control and focus from Embiid, able to absorb hits from the defense and still finish.
And it's Jay missing. The 76ers shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Grimes' shot is off. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 20-7 run. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in...
And the crowd, letting him know they appreciate greatness.
He has been prolific. Three-pointers at a historic level.
And his accuracy from behind the arc tonight has been tremendous, and he's looking like a sniper out there.
Schroeder, he's checked in for the Pelicans. The 76ers also with a sub. OG Anunoby's checked in for Grimes.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Turnaround Jay, and that one's good. Jay.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now Maxey, outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Palmer's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Jay. Hits yet again. Wow! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Now Maxey. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Here's Jay. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Here's McCollum. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pelicans.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jay.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Outside Schroeder. Here's Jay. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Here's Jay. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Payton with a screen on Maxey. Jay. Again, New Orleans, no good. Outside Anunoby. Launches it from deep. Off target. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.
Well, MP went off again last night. Woo-hoo-hoo! Every time he faces another top scorer, he makes it his mission to show out. And I'm telling you right now, MP is hands down the best bucket getter in the NBA.
Hands down?
Debatable.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. Unlike you two bozos, I know what it takes to get buckets in this league, and I am uniquely qualified to make this call.
Your career scoring average was 6.1 points per game.
And your single game high was 19.
Did you score 19 points in your entire career, Russell? And Toby, have you ever even picked up a basketball? What about being an actuary qualifies you to speak on this?
Jalen, I follow the data.
That's right.
And the advanced stats think you paint a murky picture. You could make the argument for MP, yes, but it's not as clear-cut as you would make us believe.
Advanced stats? Are you serious?
I am serious.
You only need one stat to figure this out, and that is buckets.
Don't say buckets. Ugh, jeez. I mean, what about the true
Shut
shooting
it,
percentage?
Toby! Moving along. I hit up MP earlier this season to ask him what the key is to being an elite scorer.
Okay, what'd he say?
He said it's all about the attacking mindset. Looking to get in the paint and score every time you touch the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
He's a true alpha, just like me. You wouldn't get that, Russell.
You were fourth option at best,
Yeah, your
Jalen.
usage rate never reached double digits.
I brought an attacking mindset. We are talking about mindsets. And when it comes to mindsets, I am undisputedly the GOAT.
I don't know.
I mean, that's all well and good, but you said MP was the clear-cut top scorer in the league, right? And I just think the reality is a little bit more nuanced than that.
Nuanced?
That's all I'm saying.
What nuance? You sound like Toby, Russ.
What?
The bottom line is MP's team wins and MP gets buckets. When you're talking about the best in the league, only thing that matters is scoring. That is the only thing that matters.
I mean, you should have said that when you were playing in the league because you couldn't score.
Where did he go? Jalen? Oh, jeez.